He refuses to put on his clothes before dinner. We don't generally slur.
Yeah.
Oh, hun, things will get better.
Do I come off as gay? I am a chubby dude. Alright guys, welcome back to the TnT podcast. This is Tristan, and as usual over here, Trevor, he had to come to ruin the show, because y'all came here to see my fabulous face. But today, we're going to be talking to you guys about funny job stories, like things that happen to you at work or on the job site, and yeah, I'll open us up with just one that was we already talked about the Dollar General one where the lady tried to hook me and my coworker up.
Oh yeah.
Well, this one actually happened a while ago. When I was like 17 or 18. I was working for a company called Safeway.
It was the same black woman.
What?
It was the same black woman that did it this time, except just 5 years in the future.
It wasn't a black
6
woman.
years.
It was a gay dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you know which one I'm talking about.
I think I kind of remember, although there have been a surprising amount of Safeway
gay
and
dudes who've been on me?
No, just Safeway and gay men stories somehow. I don't know why that is, but
just so you guys know, I am straight, but I get hit on by so many gay dudes.
I am also straight. I just don't get hit on by anybody. So
you know,
you should feel good about
flattery. That. No flattery for you. Anyway, so I was working at Safeway when I was like 17, 18, before I started my job over at the ISP that I was working for. And there was this dude there, nice enough dude, just extremely happy. And anyway, so I was having a bad day. I was talking to this girl that I actually was interested in the break room. She and I were decent friends through work, and I was actually considering asking her out. And so we were just talking about our day and just how kind of sucky it was going because customers being jerks and whatnot. And this dude comes in the room and like overhears our conversation and proceeds to walk up behind me sitting at the table and put his arm on my shoulder and say,
"Oh, hun, things will get better."
And I just like a locked eye contact.
And this was a customer, right?
No, this was one of the coworkers. He was one of the guys who ran the self-checkout. Oh, dude, I don't even know. I was about ready to rip some dude's arms off. Like, I was gonna go gorilla mode.
I don't know.
So I was sitting there and I'm talking to this girl who I, am interested in. Like I am. Yeah. I wanted to ask her out, but then that happens and she just kind of looks at me and smirks because she knew what I was thinking. I don't particularly like being touched anyway. But I think this dude might have liked me a little bit too.
Yeah, I don't. You know how most straight guys have like a gaydar, like built in, right?
Yeah.
Why isn't it? It doesn't work the other way around, or rather, they just don't care.
Oh, they just don't care.
Because,
I don't think, because I know that there's some gay guys who are like,
"Yeah, I actively try to find straight men to turn gay."
That is a very easy way to piss somebody off. I can say that.
I'll send one your way, Trevor.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'll send a person from my flock of gays your direction. It's like a flock of seagulls, but somehow less gay.
Oh god. Yeah, no, I don't need that. That's for sure.
I'll find you a bear, Trevor.
I don't need that.
Dude, that's
either.
another thing too. That's another thing. Is I was talking at work like last week with one of my coworkers, and I was like, do I come off as gay? Like, I don't see it. I don't feel like I act that way unless I'm, around the homies. Then yeah, of course. But like, I just in general public, like I don't feel like I come off as that way. And she's like, well, I think they might think that you're a bear. And I was like, why? And she's like, well, I think a lot of the gay guys like you because you're just nice to everyone. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't mean I want to, date or sleep with everyone. Like,
you sure you don't want to? You don't want to date 70-some-year-old Betty that comes in there every week? You're nice.
I don't know.
to.
It depends on the money.
And she's like, oh, I'm so horny, making me not dusty anymore.
Okay.
Like,
all I'm saying is if she's got a limp and a cough and a good bit of money, I'm there.
that always reminds me of that one. I don't remember if it was a Vine or not, but it was like when my billionaire wife starts coughing. It's just one frame of a smile every cough. Just.
Yeah. But do you have any like weird, funny work stories like that? Casual, arcism or anything?
Well, there's one that's pretty funny, at least to me. I've told you a couple of times and a few other people, but when I used to work at one of the Domino's there, I had a coworker who was black. I mean, we're in the South. Most of my coworkers are black. And so I was an assistant manager at the time, which, by the way, if you're a driver and you get offered assistant manager position, don't take it. Don't take it. It's not worth it. You work more hours and make less money. But anyways, me and him, because he was usually the person that came in around the like 1 to 2 p.m. time, and all morning, because I worked opening shift, all morning I was pretty much by myself, usually with one, maybe two other drivers, but usually all the prep and everything was left to me, which that is one of the reasons why you don't want to become an assistant manager, is because you literally have all the responsibilities of a general manager, and including taking care of the store and everything while a general manager is out, but you make severely less money than they do, like a lot. At least the general managers there in that region were typically bringing in anywhere from like 4.5 to 5.5K a month, depending on if they meet quotas and bonuses and stuff. And I think I was bringing in like, it was around like, I don't know, 1,500-ish a paychecks and a bi-weekly paycheck. I can't speak for some reason. A bi-weekly paychecks. So yeah, making quite a bit less money, and you work more hours, and it is so incredibly boring. So he comes in, and we just talk a bunch of crap, right? We're usually making a bunch of comments towards each other, and I'm the very white dude, and he's the very black kind of person. And it's just fun, just making all the crusts and everything for the rush in the afternoon. There's not really a whole lot else to do other than just kind of banter. And so usually it was a lot of like very stereotypical racist comments or whatever, or we'd, he'd be bringing out the wings and stuff we'd have. And so I'd talk about something and then he'd throw something back or whatever. And so it was just all in good fun. We were both having a good time. It wasn't.
This reminds me of a story with Nye.
Wasn't anything bad, right? We got along great. And I remember distinctly he made the mistake of walking in one day and there was a gas station across the street, which a lot of the people that worked at that location would usually get a drink or something before coming in. And the one drink he decides to grab before coming in to work with me was a 24-ounce bottle of watermelon Arizona. And he brings it in and cracks it open. And I just take one look at him and he's just like, shut up, because he already knows what I'm going to say. And I was like, bruh, you literally brought that in on yourself. And he was like, God damn it. So I couldn't resist.
So I did a similar thing with Nye a couple weeks ago because we were talking about Arizona's.
Yep.
Or about drinks. And I'd mentioned like the reason I drink so many Arizonas is because they're $1 and you get, 22-ounce cans. And so like you get more bang for your buck.
Yep.
And she was like talking about the flavors that she liked and didn't like, and so Nice is standing there and one of the other ASMs is standing there. And I was like, yeah, they have a watermelon flavor, don't they? Just so you guys know, Nye is a friend of mine. She is also black, and we also poke fun at each other. Because normal people do, and if you don't, you're not an advocate. You're not, for the people. You're just a victim.
Just playing the victim card. Yeah.
Just playing the victim and ruining it for the rest of us. So for those of us who enjoy picking on our friends and who enjoy being picked on by our friends for things that people normally joke around about, then
yes.
Leave us alone and do you.
We're talking specifically about joking around. Obviously, if someone's coming up to you and
with our friends.
Yeah, throwing a bunch of, slurs and just calling you a bunch of names or whatever. Yeah. Obviously,
we don't generally slur.
Yeah. we don't frequent slurring.
No.
But there's it
has to be creative though. It has to be funny.
Between just being an asshole. It has to be
creative and funny.
And actually trying to have fun. But when you literally can't even say the most slightly edgy joke to somebody because they're like, what do you mean by that? Let me take offense to
just
it.
Remember, kids, as long as it's funny, it's not racist.
As long as everyone is laughing, it's not racist or sexist.
Oh, there was... I can't... I wish I could tell that story. There's a story that I wish I could tell right now, but I don't want to out any of my coworkers. But anyways, so coming back to the story that I was saying
the
before,
white token girl said the something word.
White girl with a black dude, yeah.
So pretty much, yeah.
With a black significant other, yeah.
Does that give you the pass? I don't know.
I don't sexual transmitted impasse.
Are they married?
I don't know, but they have a kid. So
give you half a pass? How does that work?
Sexually transmitted racism.
Get out of racism free card, I guess. I don't know.
Anyway, so coming back to Nye, so after I was like, yeah, they have watermelon Arizonas, right? She just looks at me and starts dying laughing because she knows that I just called her on it. And
she was just over there just manager,
and our assistant manager looks
over the watermelon.
our assistant manager looks over at Nye because Nye is like dying laughing. I'm like trying to hold it back. Which made Nye laugh even more when she realized that our ASM was looking over at her like, did he really just say that?
Yes. Yes, he did. He did. Indeed. Say that. I apologize. I'd be better.
But yeah, I was just thinking, like, there's been some funny some funny instances, or just like little one-off things. Like when I was working at Safeway.
Yeah.
Again, this was after I was 18. I think this is after I left Safeway and worked for the ISP, and then I picked up Safeway again as like a second job for working nights.
Mm-hmm.
And so at this point I was old enough to take care of the bottle room because, you know, there's glass and all that kind of stuff, because in Oregon you can recycle your bottles and cans and stuff, and the glass machines literally just crush up the glass, so you have to be 18, otherwise there's stuff for minors. But
insurance reasons mainly.
mm-hmm. Yep. And so, as you can imagine, there's going to be a lot of homeless people who go in and use those, and they would come in and like leave their bags of random treasures in the bottle room. Well, there was this one time that this guy had gone in there and stacked up these bags, like his garbage bags or whatever, in the corner.
So wait,
and was sitting behind them in the corner.
Your Safeway had a bottle return at the Safeway?
Yeah, we had a bottle room.
Like bottle drop bottle return, or just the Safeway one?
Like we had we had 3 machines. Nope, 4 machines. We had two can machines and a plastic machine and a glass machine.
Oh, so like the ones where people can use like self-serve, and then they have to put the cans and stuff in manually.
Yeah, where it has like the hole in it, and you just put the cans in. So kind of like, and spins it around and scans it.
Okay, so
like bottle drop. Okay, do you remember bottle drop before they got the new machines that just take it through the wall? So bottle drop used to have the machines that was like a big box, and then they had compartments in the bottom of it. They'd have to come unlock and take the bins out, replace the bin when it got full.
Yeah, because the ones that I have used is just like a V conveyor belt, and you set the can in there, and it just pulls it through.
Yeah. So it looked like that, but these were like way older machines, and they needed fixing like every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, before there was a bottle drop near us, when I was younger, my mom and stuff would take us to the Fred Meyer, because Fred Meyer had one.
Yeah. Well, because now bottle drop, like back a few years ago, bottle drop like completely redid the inside of their building.
Yeah.
And so like, you remember how it used to be, you would walk in and there's, you know, the hand counting counter that you can go up to if like you had crushed cans or something.
Yeah.
And then there was the door that led through to the actual room with the machines.
I don't think I ever went in there when it was like that, but
oh, okay. So you've only been in there since it's just been one big open room.
Well, I've never really had to go in there because my mom just would get the bags.
That's right.
Yeah, and then just drop the bags off. And so that's what I do now.
Okay.
Because it's like
so the way that it used to bags. The way that it used to be is you'd walk in, and if you walked straight, there was the kiosk where you could get your money, like scan the receipts that you'd get from the bottle machines to where you could get the cash, and then off to the left was the like employee area where you could take cans that were like crushed or bottles or whatever, and they could manually count it by hand if you just had like a few that were messed up and wouldn't be accepted by the machine.
Yeah.
And then to the right of that room, there was a door that led through, and they had like, I don't know, probably 12 machines. Where it was kind of the same thing. It was like a V-shaped conveyor belt. You'd stick the can in, but they were actual machines. So it was like a big metal box with the computer, and then two containers in the bottom where it'd crush or break whatever it was, and then separate it into whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the style of machine that we had. Now the inside of Bottle Drop, it's literally just like a screen with a hole in the wall with the V-shape conveyor belt, and so it just goes straight through into the actual like employee only area. So it's not a huge machine, so it doesn't jam and stuff as easily, and they're a lot faster and they scan a lot better. But the ones that we had were like the old Bottle Drop machines where you had to like shake the compartment down when it started getting a little too full. You had to we had to take a pallet or a pallet jack and grab the containers out of the bottom of those, which the glass ones got freaking heavy even with a pallet jack, because that pallet jack was the bottle room pallet jack.
Yeah.
And so as you can imagine, those wheels were sticky.
Yep.
And so it did not move very well. And so one day I go in there because there's a problem with the machine, and this homeless dude had gone in there and thrown all of his, it looked like somebody had just gone in there and thrown all of their like garbage bags with whatever
Yeah.
in there, which wasn't an odd occurrence. It happened all the time. And so like I went to start moving his stuff. Turns out this dude was sitting in the corner behind his bags. And so he jumps up and scares the hell out of me. Because he's like, "Why are you touching my bags?" And he, like, dude was very clearly on something.
Yeah.
And scared the crap out of me. But then so I'm like, "Are you the guy who called and said that he needed help?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got this. I have," I forget how he says it, but like he said it kind of funny, obviously because he's high, but basically he wanted me to do a bag of bottles and cans for him. I'm like, "No, that's not how this works. If you have a problem with the machine, I'll come and fix that, but
Yeah.
I'm not doing your bottles and cans." And then he starts like going off about how I was supposed to do that, and how like Hitler. Whoa, what happened?
I don't know.
Your camera's gone?
Yeah. Don't mind that, people. I've been having some technical difficulties here. I'll get it back up and running.
So then he starts going off on me about how I'm supposed to do the stuff, and or like do the cans and bottles and stuff, put them in the machines for him, and how like Hitler didn't want him to or something like that.
What the hell?
It was weird, which is only that's the second time that I've had a homeless person tell me about Hitler doing something. Did I ever tell you about the other time at Starbucks?
I think you said something about it. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, so I used to be a dancer. I was a hip hop dancer, and for my pay to be able to dance, because I didn't have money, my parents didn't really have money when I was younger. What I would do is I would clean the studio. So like I'd clean the I'd like sweep and mop the studio floors and like clean all the mirrors and stuff. And so my dad was going back to school at this time. Hello, hand. And so I would ride from the college on my longboard down to the studio and clean it on, like before classes would get in and stuff. And then I'd ride back up to the college, and if I got done beforehand, sometimes every once in a while I'd stop by if I had a couple dollars. But this is back when you could buy a venti for $5. And so like if I'd saved up some change and stuff, I'd go in there and buy like a venti mocha frap or something. Well, this one particular day I just so happened to have a little bit more money. I think I'd done an odd job for Bruce or something. Bruce is a friend of Trevor's dad who hooked both Trevor and I up with that guy so that we could make some money doing some like yard work or whatever else.
He had bought property, and so there was a bunch of work to be done on it. So
yep. And so I think I had just gotten done working for him, and so I had like, I don't know, $30 or so. And so going into Starbucks, I noticed that there was this lady sitting outside, a homeless lady, and I was like, "Hey, would you like a drink?" And she's like, "Yeah." And so I was like, "Well, come on inside with me, and I'll get you something." And then we get inside, and I asked her what she wanted, and she's trying to decide, and ends up asking me if she can get a breakfast sandwich too. And I was like, sure, why not? And so got her that, and then I sat down with her for a little bit. Meanwhile, people are walking in and out, giving this lady dirty looks because she didn't smell the greatest. It smelled like she had peed herself. And so I'm sitting down trying to have this conversation with this lady, and as I've said in previous episodes, like I'm a Christian, and so I had to go. I had to go to the college because my dad's class was going to be getting out soon. And I had asked her if I could pray for her before I left, and she's like, "No, I don't want you to pray for me because Hitler invented cheese," or something like that. It was like some weird rant, and I was like,
"That's a new one."
Okay. Oh, okay. Because she was like looking at the cheese on her breakfast sandwich, and I'm like,
Hitler made American cheese, and I hate American cheese. Therefore, I hate Hitler, and I don't. That's why I don't want you to pray for me or something.
And so I was like, okay, all right, that's fine, I guess. I'll let you do your thing. Have a good one. So I walked out. It's just like, I don't know where she got that. She said a few other things I can't remember off the top of my head. It's just that that Hitler created cheese was the part that standed out.
I've had a couple of
stood out. Did I say standed?
Stand out, yeah.
I meant stood, but
I've had a couple of weird interactions with homeless people, especially the grocery store that I worked at as my first job. Worked overnights.
Yeah.
And it was 24 hours. And so you'd have some quite odd people come in and out through the night. And there was this one dude who was like covered in scabs, just absolutely covered head to toe in scabs. And he had already been banned from the store, but had come in numerous times. And the last time that I think I saw him come in, he came in and walked all the way to the dairy section and grabbed a half gallon of chocolate milk and then walked right through the register. And I stood at the door, but they don't want you to do anything about it because you can get in trouble for that, which is the dumbest thing. But So he just literally walks around me while chugging this half gallon of chocolate milk. And so I was like, okay, that's awesome. So you've been banned from the store from stealing multiple different times, and also because he absolutely reeked and would always go to the bathroom and be in the bathroom for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And yeah, police never did anything. They never do, even though they would patrol the parking lot and stuff. They'd never do anything. There was always like drug paraphernalia in the bushes and needles and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. But
Probably some wild turkey bottles too, like the little mini wild turkey
yeah,
bottles.
but because
That's the go-to.
Oregon decriminalized drugs of every kind, pretty much. Okay. I don't know what's going on. My camera is a little unhappy today for some reason. Are we going to be okay?
Don't touch anything.
I have not touched anything. I don't know. But yeah, it's really sad. And like one of the reasons is because the jails and stuff are so full here that with all of the drug use, they literally wouldn't have enough room for everyone, which I'm like, all of the money that you could be spending on stuff in the state, you could have built like so many more jails and stuff specifically just for drug addicts. You could have built 3 other jails just for drug addicts and stuff to get not only to detox, but also spend money in the state for, you know, reconditioning and stuff and, you know, like clean houses and whatnot, but they don't care. They don't care about any of that. In their eyes, it's just one less person to worry about as far as numbers go, which is very, very sad. And I mean, both of us have family and have experienced secondhand, you know, drug related issues, and it's, you know, very disheartening and very disappointing when you know somebody is hooked on drugs. However, the flip side of it is that, like, it is really difficult to stop. However, there is still no excuse. I don't think there's any excuse. And to continue to leech off of people, especially like if you have a drug problem and you are still able to, you know, financially sustain yourself and whatever. Okay. Like at least you're not putting a bunch of other people under this extra stress of helping you out and whatever. It's still not a good thing to do. I mean, it will kill you. It will kill you.
Yep.
It's not about if, it's when. It just takes one bad batch. That's all it takes, and you're dead forever.
Well, not even a bad batch, but just over time, it'll kill you.
Well, that too.
Even if you had a perfect batch, it's still like especially stuff like meth.
Yeah.
Your body, the stuff that they use to make meth, your body can't break down, which is why like meth addicts and stuff have scabs all over them, because what that is, it's literally the toxins that your body can't process coming up to the skin. So like there will actually be like people will intentionally go to jail and sell their scabs.
Oh yeah.
And people like put them in their lips like dip to get a high off of it.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
You can actually you literally, when you do meth, you pee it out, and it's fairly potent. So like if you're an extreme meth addict, you can actually drink your own pee and get another high off of it.
Yeah,
for a couple
because
of
your
times.
body is
Like,
literally trying
it's
to get rid
stuff.
of it. It's basically saying we do not want this. We're trying to get rid of as much of it as we possibly can.
Yep.
And it's disgusting. Like, especially not even just like the scab stuff from heroin and everything, but like crocodile,
Yep.
which I don't know if that's still as big of a problem as it used to be. But I watched a documentary on that, and that is freaky because it
Yep.
literally eats your tissue.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't just give you scabs, it will eat it down to the bone, and is
Yep.
very, very destructive. And just like, I don't understand how you can look at that and look at the bone in your arm or whatever and then continue to do it. I don't understand that.
It's because it's like extreme addiction.
Yeah. I mean, I can't understand what that feels like to be so heavily addicted to something like that. Like,
Yep.
I just don't know. I don't care to find out, but I also just don't know what that feels like to be, literally having withdrawals from something like that.
Yep.
But actually my aunt right now is in the hospital. My aunt on my dad's side, and she used to have, and I think still possibly does, have an issue with drugs, and
Yeah.
her kidneys are shutting down, and she's on oxygen. So
Yep.
she doesn't have a whole lot of time left. So at least my dad, I think, is hoping in like a couple of months to fly up there and see her, because he's like, I'll probably never see
Yeah.
her again. How she's managed to go as long as she has without her liver failing. Thank you. I don't know, but
Yeah.
kidneys are another one of the filtration systems of the body. And well, when it's constantly in overdrive, basically,
Yep.
it
It wears out.
wears out. Do you mind not doing that, Missy? I would appreciate if you just laid in your bed. That would be great. You lay down. Lay there. You're okay.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because like as when it comes to stuff like that, it's extremely addictive, it's extremely harmful, and even though it's doing harm to your body, you're at a place where you don't really care just as long as you don't feel like crap,
Yeah.
which a lot of the times for long time users, they get to a point where they are just like they're not even doing it to get high anymore, they're doing it to feel normal.
Yeah. They're doing
Um
it to avoid withdrawals and stuff.
yeah, and so that's the unfortunate truth, but that is and a lot of drugs too are like you can't just stop.
Yeah. Because it can kill
You
you.
can't just stop because it can kill you.
Yeah.
And so it's not as simple as going cold turkey, which is why you need things like rehab who can control the amount of what you're given to help wean you off of it. Because if you're a meth head, you're not going to, or let's see what I guess I think meth is one where if it's like long time use, you can't just simply stop. Um, I know a different one, but I can't remember what it's called. But basically, say you're a meth head, you need to be weaned off of whatever. You're not gonna be able to do that yourself. Not if you're an addict who's been an addict for a long time. It's not like, oh well, this time I'll only inject this much, and then next time I'll only inject this much and reduce the amount. You don't have that level of self control.
Well, not to mention, you don't really know exactly what you're getting anyways.
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean,
exactly.
even all
And
the
like
whole
some doses are
thing.
going to be more potent.
Yeah. Even the whole thing of, oh yeah, I know a good dealer, and I know this, and they get me the
Yeah,
good stuff and I can trust them.
I
No,
know
you can't.
Walter White and it's blue.
Yeah. No, you freaking can't. Don't worry.
Yep.
But like, you can't trust that because they don't know where it's coming from. And especially with how much fentanyl is being laced into literally everything.
Yeah.
And it takes like, what, a single nanogram or something like that to kill you. It's an
Yeah.
incredibly small amount.
Dude, that's one thing that like I've thought about too, like picking stuff up off the ground or like picking up a random piece of trash that's in the middle of the parking lot because I'm trying to take care of the store or whatever. Like, huh. You know, if this had fentanyl on it, this could have just killed me right here and now.
Yep.
Because like we do have a lot of drug addicts who come into our store. And uh well, it's Dollar General, that's kind of self-explanatory, I guess. But like my cousin who's a police officer, um one of the female officers that he works with almost died because she was doing just a routine check on something and ended up touching something that had fentanyl on it, and they had to Narcan her
Yeah.
because she pretty much immediately went down. But like, yeah, the stuff is potent, dude.
Yeah. According
It's
to the DEA has found pills ranging from 0.02 to 5.1 milligrams, which is more than twice the lethal dose of fentanyl per tablet. 42%
yeah,
of pills tested for fentanyl containing at least 2 milligrams of fentanyl considered a potentially lethal dose.
yeah,
And drug trafficking organizations and stuff distribute fentanyl by the kilo,
yeah,
which a single kilo has the potential to kill 500,000 people. Is how potent it
yep,
is. Now that's just mainly talking about pills, but it's mixed into everything because it gives you a higher high, but it's
yep,
not, properly measured and stuff like they do in the medical field where, this is the good fentanyl. This is the stuff that's
yeah,
actually measured out.
regulated.
Yeah. And not some random out of you don't know where it came from,
Yep,
how potent it is or how diluted it is. You don't even know if there is any in there. And it just takes one time. And especially if you're alone or something and you pass out, you overdose, there's literally nothing that's going to save you because
yeah,
no one's there. And it happens every single day. Just
yep.
so incredibly sad.
Well, I know this other kid. He's a nice kid. I used to work with him, but he's I don't know. I think he's like 16 now. Um, but his older brother smoked a fentanyl laced joint and
Mm,
had to get Narcaned and taken to the ER and everything. And so this kid, when I knew him, he was living with my boss and their kids, because they had taken like temporary guardianship.
yeah, temporary custody or
Um,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so he had gone to live with them while I guess his mom and older brother were figuring stuff out. But it's I don't see the appeal. I never have with drugs. I mean, like the worst that I ever do is have like one or two drinks. Like I don't really drink to get drunk. Um and I use nicotine pouches. But like aside from that, like I have no desire to do anything else. Um Whether that be smoking pot or doing meth, like I don't see the appeal in the slightest.
Yeah.
And especially when a lot of that stuff is extremely unsafe or extremely bad for you. It's like I don't get it. Like I've been offered stuff before and it's just like, nope,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
good.
I've been offered
Like
a number of things as a delivery driver.
oh yeah.
I've been like,
Me too.
oh yeah,
Me too.
you wanna come inside and uh
It's fun inside.
hit a joint or whatever? I'm like, nope, man, I gotta
Nope.
drive. And
I don't know where your stuff came from, homie.
yeah, also that.
That's the other funny thing is the funny things that you see as a delivery driver.
Yeah, I have seen a lot. All kinds of
Yeah.
stuff. The only one that's never happened is the I don't know what you would call it, but the delivery driver dream of, you know, the hot chick opening up the door and and then you wake up.
I've delivered to a pool party before where there were a lot of very good looking women in bikinis.
Yep.
Uh, I've also oh, that's another funny work story. I think I might have told you this one before, but when I was delivering for the pizza place that I used to work for, not Domino's, it's a local place. Uh, I went out to this place by the lake, and I get there and it's dark, and there's a bunch of dudes who have their guns out, like firearms, not muscles. And so I pull up. There's so many cars over here. There's a bunch of. I see a lot of beer. And so already I'm like, ah, crap. Am I gonna catch a stray because these guys are drunk and playing with guns? And uh, so I walked down with the pizza to their house because they had the kind of a long driveway, and I had to walk from my truck down the rest of the way, and get down there, and they're like, yeah, we just killed a moccasin. It shot the head off of a water moccasin.
That's all that they were doing out there with all the guns.
Yeah.
How many rounds did it take to hit it?
Bruh, I don't know. I didn't ask. I just wanted to get out of there because drunk people and guns don't mesh well.
Guy out there with a 12 gauge with bird shot still misses somehow.
But so then one of the guys who is very, very inebriated walks up and he's like, hey man, just bring that stuff in the house. And so I walk up, and like they had a kitchen island like right on the other side of the back door, like the sliding glass door.
Yeah.
And so I took it and set it in there. They're like, you can have anything that you want. We got some homemade moonshine too over here. And I was like, I'm good. I'm good, man. I have to keep driving for the rest of the night. And he's like, are you sure we wouldn't tell anybody? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Not really worried about you telling anybody.
No.
That doesn't matter.
And at this point, like, this place is 20 minutes out from where I work. So I have to drive 20 minutes back to grab another delivery and, you know, get back out of there. I think might have been a holiday or something. I don't remember. But anyway, so, and then this other time I delivered out to this property, beautiful property. And it was like a little bit up a hill. You could see over the lake and everything. It was really nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I get there, and this guy comes out of the garage to grab the pizza, and then I guess he had twin boys I they look to be about the same age, but they come flying out of the garage door like a few seconds after he had walked out, and they are butt naked, probably like
No.
they're probably like 3 or so. They're butt naked and screaming. Like, I don't know if they were fighting. I don't know. But so they
I don't
come
want to
out
take a
and
bath.
pretty much. And so this guy's like, no, get back inside. Go on, kid. And he comes over and grabs the pizza and goes to walk back inside. A few minutes later, or like he and I were talking a little bit. He's like, I'm sorry about the I'm sorry about that. They know better. So he goes to walk back inside, and then his wife comes to the door, and she looked like she has just been through all of Vietnam in the last like 20 minutes. And she's like, you better get in here and take care of your boys. And he's like, I'm coming. She's like, she's like, oh, what was, I can't remember the kid's name. Well, she named one of them, and she's like, he refuses to put on his clothes before dinner. I don't, you can't make this shit up, dude.
Oh, I know. I know. Like I
There was another time that I saw a naked dude in the background of helping somebody with their pizza delivery.
yeah.
Uh,
It's not a fun time.
Very, very wrinkly
Yeah.
old naked dude too. And the girl that I was delivering to was probably, I don't know, 28 maybe.
What is it with old people and just like not caring about clothes and stuff? Like, bro.
I don't know.
You remember the one time that we were at I won't name the name of the gym, but the one that we went to.
Oh,
yeah. And we went back in the locker room because we had our stuff in there, and this
old wrinkly frumpy man butt
guy walks out of the showers, just no towel or anything. And me and Tristan, like, because it's hard, it's hard not to notice that out of your peripheral vision. We kind of like, we're just look at each other and then walk out. We're like,
yeah, it's like you see something moving out of the corner of your eye, you look directly at it, and you're like, oh, crap.
Like, oh no, I should not have looked at that. I'm scarred now.
Ruined my appetite for the rest of the day.
Yeah, we were gonna work out, and we just went home.
I think we had already worked out.
I think we were grabbing our stuff and then leaving or something like that. But yeah. That was not a good thing to see, which, like,
No.
I understand it's a locker room, but, like, the dude had a towel,
At least have a towel
in his hand, and he just
in his
decided
hand.
not
Just,
to
like,
wrap
wrap
it
a
around
towel
himself.
around or
Like,
something.
come on, man. There's multiple changing rooms in there for you to just grab your stuff, walk in there, and then no one else has to see that.
Yeah. Yeah. So the gym that I went to for a little bit down here, near where I live right now, the bathroom door. So the way that it was is like there was the bathroom door, and then there were like a few lockers here, and then like a urinal and shower and a couple of stalls. And then on the other side, there were 2 showers. There was like a little room, and on either side was 2 showers.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had taken a shower. I had my underwear on, but there was a line of people waiting, so I was trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And so I walk over to the locker area, but this door didn't close, like the hinge thing up top.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it's called, but the thing that allows it to basically not slam shut.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
pneumatic, like, spring assisted thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I guess that got jammed or something like that. And so I'm walking over in my underwear. I walk around the lockers to notice that the door is open and one of the very good looking gym attendants, female, was on the other side because the door directly across from the men's locker room slash restroom is like the laundry room
Yeah.
for like the rags and all that kind of stuff. And she is standing right there at the door, like coming out of the door, looking at me. And I am not a small dude. I am overweight, to say the least. And me in my underwear does not look good.
I'm just imagining this scenario and it's getting funnier and funnier.
So I was very embarrassed.
Yeah.
Very, very embarrassed. And of course, as I go to walk out, she's up there at the front desk next to the door. And so then the next few times that I came in, I don't know if she was trying to like not make it awkward or something, but like every time I'd come in, she would talk to me. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. You have seen things that you shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's not something you can very well recover from.
No, I don't go to that gym anymore.
The next week he canceled his membership.
No, it was like a couple months later, but mainly because I canceled the membership because I had just ended up buying all of my own equipment.
Yeah.
Because like I have a bench out there, I have dumbbells and all that, so I can do most of what I would want to. I do need to get a squat rack, but yeah, I hope they fixed that since then.
Hopefully.
It'd be a one thing if I was like shredded, had a six pack, and looked like a Calvin Klein underwear model. Sure, then I'd be like, "Yo, baby, what's up?" But no, that's that's not me.
Yeah, that's not a.
This is me. I am a chubby dude.
Yeah, that's not a good thing to have happen, especially at a place that, especially for a worker that's, going to be there often.
Yep.
Like, at least if it was another, like, regular there or something, it's like, okay, I don't really ever have to talk to that person, but.
Yep.
Yeah, not good. I don't think I've ever had an embarrassing story like that at any place I can remember. There's like something nagging at the back of my head that's like, that did happen, but I can't remember what it was. Shocker. But yeah, I don't know what it was. I know we've had a couple of things while we were out doing whatever, going to a store or something, but a lot of those I don't even remember anymore.
Yep.
For those of you that don't know, I have a very bad memory for some reason.
Unless it comes to electronics, then he remembers the specs for everything.
Yeah, I can remember a lot of information that doesn't have to do with like memories for some reason, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why at all. I wish I could figure it out because it's so infuriating to like not be able to remember stuff, even though like I know that I should be able to remember more than I do. But yeah, not something that I was very well programmed to do, apparently. But
Yeah.
well, on that note, probably go ahead and end here. But yeah, if you guys are watching from another platform or something, we got more socials and stuff out. So if for whatever reason you are watching from a different platform or something, over here on YouTube, you'll have the more access to more things. Going to be the main platform stuff is posted on, but there'll be things otherwhere. It's just that other platforms don't have quite the range of things you can upload as YouTube does.
Yep.
So, but yeah. So.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining the podcast again. Like he said, you can check us out other places, but YouTube is going to be our main. And if you guys would like to see more podcast episodes like this, subscribe, like, comment. We would appreciate the support, and give us content ideas or like topic ideas for the podcast. Also, we have a Facebook group or a Facebook page. It's just TnT Podcast, same logo as this. We'll probably have that down in the description when this comes out.
Yeah.
So you can click on that and check us out there to have a little bit of a fan community, or just a group where people can talk about whatever. You can get in touch with us. But yeah, on that note, this has been the TnT Podcast. Thank you for joining, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
Goodbye.